This is George Corpsegrinder Fisher from Cannibal Corpse, and you're watching Chaos TV.
Okay, so hello everyone. We are here in Pakkahuone, Tampere, Finland, with George Corpsegrinder Fisher from Cannibal Corpse. So first off, hello and welcome to Chaos TV.
Cheers.
Cheers. So yesterday you kicked off your European tour with Devil Driver, The Black Dahlia Murder, and Hour of Penance from Oulu. So how was the show yesterday?
It was great. It was a good crowd. Good first show. A little tired from the jet lag, but I think all the bands were awesome, and the crowd was great. I mean, really good. Everyone was fired up. So and it's nice snow out. I like it.
So I guess the touring package is pretty tight. What do you think about the package?
Oh, it's great. It's good. Diversity of bands, and there's something for everybody. I think. We've toured with Black Dahlia. This is like our sixth time touring with them. Yeah, we've done a lot of tours with those guys. So we know them guys. We're sharing the bus together. So I think it's a good deal. For anybody who wants to come see some metal.
So during your career, you have played in Finland many times before. So what are like your best memories when it comes to playing in Finland?
Just good crowds. I think the first time we played was maybe '98 with Infernal Majesty and Dark Funeral. I know it was the first time I was here, but I'm not sure if Cannibal had ever played before. I was in the band. Great, yeah, man. It's been great. Yesterday, Yanni Niinema came out to the show. I think he was. It was his club, So, and we've known him for a few years now. We met him in Seattle, I believe, 10 years ago, maybe, or something like that. I think he was still with the Edmonton Oilers then. Oh, okay. But he came out, so he's a good friend of ours, and got to see some old friends, and of course the Dahlia guys, and we just done a tour with Hour Penance, so. Yeah, man, it's a good time. And, it was a good way to start the tour. I mean, good crowd, good club, good people,
So are you guys big fans of ice hockey yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Paul, our drummer Paul, he plays in some leagues at home. Oh. When excuse me, when he's not when we're not touring, he plays. Rob, is a really big hockey fan as well. Me, Paul, and Rob are really the more sport guys when it comes to hockey, and Alex, he keeps up with it somewhat, but those guys are Sabres fans, but Capitals, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they haven't done so well during this season.
They stink this year, man, But hey, you know what? Hopefully they'll pick it up, I mean, the Sabres, of course, they're not doing too well either, so, I mean, and with it being a short year, they got to pick it up now, or they're not going to make the playoffs. And they might not anyway, because, it's, everyone needs to start, fast, and they didn't. I don't know, 2-7. They did beat the Sabres, though.
I'm actually a fan of Anaheim because Teemu Selanne and Saku Koivu plays there, and Teemu has done really well during this season.
He's getting up there, right? I mean, no offense, I ain't got no room to talk, but I mean, age-wise, he's still playing, but he's still playing at a high level. We were talking about that with Yanni yesterday.
It's really crazy that he's actually the best Finnish player in NHL at the moment for his age,
and he's one of the best players. Period. I mean. He's awesome. Yeah, I remember because he was saying that it was a big deal when when he won the cup. That it was like a big fucking party. So yeah, good.
So Torture is your album number 12. So was it hard for this tour to decide the set list?
Yeah, it always is. I mean, even years ago when we had obviously less albums. You want to put in. We try to get at least one song from every record. On this tour that we're doing right now, excuse me, it's going to be a little harder. It's been a lot harder just because we're not playing as long as we normally would.
Yeah.
So, I don't. Well, rather, I would say we don't enjoy like having to not play one song from every album. It's what we want to do. It's what we always have tried to do, just because we don't want people to think that we're forgetting, the older stuff, because we're not. I think throughout the years we've done a good job of, including, songs from every album. It's harder, and definitely with 12 records, because you figure if you play one song from every record, that's 12 songs right there. Yeah. So then you have to add in other songs, and of course we have some songs that we pretty much have on a no cut list, like Hammer Smash Face. If we didn't play that, I think people would be very angry at us, So that's one song that's just always going to be there. And it gets harder. And hey, we'll be doing more albums, so it's it's a challenge to come up with a good list. And but I think since we've been doing this for so long, and for people who've seen us multiple times, they understand that we can't play every single song we have. It just sucks when it's people that have never seen us, and they're expecting certain songs, and it's their first time. And then they don't get the songs they want, and it's like, well, you know what, dude? Come back, I mean, we'll be back.
Maybe next time we'll play that song.
And really, trust me, we definitely listen to people when they're in the crowd and they're yelling for certain songs. If we hear a song that we haven't played in a while, and we're hearing it a lot, like, we'll be, we'll be talking about it, like, dude, I'm hearing a lot of people yelling for, Dead Human Collection, we should bring that back, so, it's definitely there. We're talking to a lot of kids, and some kids are like, oh man, you guys didn't play this, or we talked to them before the show, are you playing this? And no, and they're like, oh man, they're so bummed out, but we are listening to that. Trust me, we're definitely we have that in mind, the people's opinion. I mean, we're here because we love doing this, but obviously we're here because people still come to see us, and if they want to see certain songs, I mean, we do our best to try to accommodate that,
So Cannibal Corpse is this year 25 years old. So do you have like any special plans to celebrate that? You have that special release coming out, but like touring and playing wise, do you have, for example, some special sets that you're going to play somewhere, or you're not allowed to say me?
Well, I think the other guys have done some interviews where they've gotten the same questions, and it's like, well, not really, I think some people maybe expect us to play the whole Bleeding album or something, and we really haven't, thought about that. We just thought about just trying to, I mean, since it's 25 years of the band, there's a whole history of the band, so it's just the same thing. We want to keep playing the list that, we just come up with a list before every tour. And, of course, we want to try to, keep it fresh and put some new songs in here and there. But then, like I said, there's so many classic songs that people always want to hear, that we have to put in there. So it's really hard to try to inject a couple of songs in there, But like I said, with it being 25 years, the best thing I think we can do is to play songs from the whole history of the band. And there's no real like special tour or anything. We're doing the Decibel tour in the U.S. We got some shows here and there, and we're going to South America, in the summer. And then I think we'll probably be done for this album after that, and then concentrate on a new record. So, I mean, we got some special, like, with the whole release thing we got coming out on a calendar and whatever, but I don't think we're doing a special tour for it, I mean, it's kind of weird, like, thinking about it, you'd think that we would do just, like, one special tour for it, but, we're so busy with other stuff that we had booked, it's kind of hard for us to just sit and practice, like,
why not?
Another set, you know what I mean, and songs that those guys haven't even played in years, that even I've never played with them, so, I mean, it's always a possibility, but not for now. For now, we're just going to do the sets that we like tonight, and then when we do the Decibel tour, we'll go through our song list and see what we got.
So during these last 25 years, a lot of things have also happened in the music business. So what things have changed the most?
Well, from 1988 to now, technology is, it went from, when you went on tour, you would bring, I used to have big cases of CDs, and then of course I got an iPod, and I put all my CDs, you put it all in there, and it's much easier to carry around. You know, and then there's, you know, the whole, you know, controversy with, you know, with people downloading records and stuff, and that's a bad thing to me, you know. But you know, there's been lots of, you know, good and bad. It's been, you know, like I said, technology is probably the biggest like thing, you know, just all the differences in how you record. You know, how you bring music with you on tour, you know. I mean, dude, it was hell. I used to bring cassettes and CD, and it was just like, I got to bring this. And it just took up so much room in your bag, you know. Now it's just, boom. One little thing, you know, you got 10,000, you know, records on one little thing. Awesome. That's a big thing, you know. I mean, that's a huge thing for me. Music's a big thing for me. Like, after the show, you know, we're on the bus listening to stuff, so...
So do you see that like also as one of the reasons that your band has lasted so long? That you are like easy to adapt basically new things, for example Facebook and Twitter and like the new fashions going on in the music.
I can say this, I'm not on Twitter, you know. And I didn't get a Facebook page until it really started blowing up, you know. And when MySpace was the big thing, I know those guys had MySpace pages, and they're like, get a MySpace page. I'm like, I don't fucking care, dude. I get on the internet to play Warcraft. That's, you know what I mean? I got internet so I can play Warcraft, to check my emails with anything related to the band. Yeah. That, you know what I mean? I'm the worst person in the world with keeping in contact with people and getting back to people with things. I'm terrible, you know, because when I get online, you know what I mean? Like, here it's just to talk. You know what I mean? Talk back home, talk to my wife, and you know, on my phone. And if I didn't bring my computer this time, but when I bring my computer, and I have it on. Like I said, if I'm not checking any emails, it's really pretty much me playing Warcraft. You know?
Okay.
And
so you're addicted to that game.
Yeah, man. Come on. You know, look. I mean, you know, I got this. You know, there's a shirt. You know, got the tattoo. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's I love it, and you know. I mean, so I just, like I said, I got on MySpace right when it was going out and everyone was going to Facebook.
Okay.
They're like, oh, now you got a MySpace. Now everybody's on Facebook, dude. You got a Facebook. And I'm like, And there's all these people impersonating me on Facebook. There's a couple people that I've had friends send me links like, report this guy. Yeah. He's acting like he's you. All right. And I never do.
Okay.
I mean, it's not hard, but I'm like, you know what? I don't fucking feel like it right now, you know. And so, you know, I'm on Facebook, and some people send me messages, and I don't get back to them, you know, as soon as I should. Sorry, but you know, and Twitter, I've never had a Twitter account, you know, because I mean, I'm not going to do it. I'm not, you know what I mean? You know, to me, it's just I have other things that I would rather do, I guess, you know. I know Alex, I think, has a Twitter page, and I think he's pretty active with it, you know. But not me. It's just, I mean, you know what? But then again, who knows? Maybe when Twitter's the not in thing, that's when I'll get one. You know? So I'll start
2 years late, basically.
Yeah, that's how it always works with me. Trust me.
So, speaking of Warcraft, if you could decide like one song from the latest Torture album to be included into Warcraft, what song would you choose and why?
That's kind of hard.
Those are pretty good promotion-wise nowadays to have songs in games.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe just Demented Aggression, because you know it's the first song. It's fast, it's brutal, and it's, you know, it's sort of. You know, it's. I guess it would fit more with like PvP like areas. You know, like arena. You know, with a bunch of just, you know, the two sides just fighting each other everywhere. You know, trying to, you know, take control of this place and that place, and you know that's a pretty aggressive song. But you know, some of those matches last a little bit longer than what's, you know, Demented Aggression's like 2 minutes something. You know, so you'd probably have to loop it a couple times, but that's good. You know, people hear it a few times. You know, they're either going to be like, I'm sick of
that's
this song,
not too bad.
I'm sick of this song, or hell yeah, I love this song. You know, I love Killing a Lions to Cannibal Corpse.
I guess you have heard about Randy Blythe and his manslaughter charges in Czech Republic. So, what's your opinion about the whole thing?
I hope everything works out for him, you know. I mean, I'm sure he didn't. I know he didn't intend to hurt anybody. I know Randy, you know. So, I mean, you know, it's unfortunate that, you know, they're trying to, you know, I don't know if they're trying to set an example, what their reasoning for this is, you know. I mean, if you talk to them, you know what I mean. I haven't even seen the footage, you know what I mean. I don't want to watch it, you know what I mean.
I saw it and it was like really blur.
So yeah, there you go. So it's like, come on, man.
See who was
it's almost like they're just trying to, you know, get money out of them or something, you know. Is what I think is really happening, and that's bullshit, you know. So, you know, look, we're totally behind them. I hope it all works out for them, you know, because I mean, I know the guy, and I know he wouldn't, you know, it wasn't intentionally trying to hurt anybody, you know. I mean, people don't understand what it's like to be on stage, and, you know, especially after what happened to Dimebag, you don't know what's going on. Yeah. And I don't even know what the whole situation with that was. I don't know. I don't know if it was a kid on stage, you know. It's just, you know what I mean, or, you know what, but, you know, we've had people jumping on stage diving, and sometimes there's kids behind, and you don't know what they're going to do. Yeah. And you have to just trust that they're just up there to do a stage dive, or just and, you know, I've had people come up and steal my waters and, you know, and drinks and whatever, you know, towels, you know, grab your set list and take it, and, you know, that's all well and good, but you don't know if somebody's going to do, you just don't know that.
So that isn't like really acceptable for the fans to come up on stage and do that, or
like I said, this we've allowed it, and it's happened, and I'm sure it'll happen again. But it's just like, you know, they have to respect our space as well. You know, I mean, the guys that are playing instruments, they're playing. They have to keep playing. People are there to see them play. You know. Not to see them get, you know, knocked into, and their pedal boards get smashed, and their effects go down, and they can't play the songs properly. Nobody wants to see that. And, you know, I've had kids hit me, and you know, if one wrong hit, and the mic's going to smash my teeth in. And I'm telling you right now, if that happened, my first reaction would be to deck somebody too. You know, that would be the first reaction. I mean, you know, who's there's no other reaction you could have. If you're just up there and somebody hits you, because I've had it, like the kids run by stage diving and they want to push you out of the way. I'm a big guy. I don't think so. I'm not moving. This is my stage. Okay, you're up here if we let you up here, and we don't mind when kids come up and just and then jump back in. That's all well and good. That's fine.
I actually heard that the guy tried like 3 times to get up on stage.
Yeah.
So,
hey, you know, he was determined. And look. I know that there was no intention to hurt anybody like that, you know, to kill somebody, I mean, for sure, you know. But you just don't know anymore, man. You know, after what happened to Dimebag, you know, I played at that club, you know, where the Dimebag incident happened. I played there. And, you know, I mean, trust me, sometimes, depending on the fan, it's in my head, it's in my mind, you know, hey, what's this, you know. You just don't know, man. You never know. I mean, you know. Most places have good security, and they check the kids and whatnot. And some places we played don't. You know what I mean? You know, maybe a quick pat down. You never know, man. If somebody is out, you know, it's possible. Not, you know, I think that security has been amped up since that. You know what I mean? But listen, some people will try anything they can to get, you know, to get what they want. If somebody wanted, you know, I'm not saying that they could do it. You know, they could get caught, but they're going to try. If they really want to do something like that, they're going to try. Doesn't matter what they have to use or how they have to get it. They're going to try at least, you know, or at least have the plan in their head. And so, you know, it's an unfortunate situation what happened with Randy, and I hope everything works out. But I know that he wasn't intending to hurt anybody. It was just like, hey, man, you know, it's a quick reaction, especially like what's happened in the past. You know, you can't blame somebody for reacting, you know, like, hey, man, I don't know you, I don't know what you're doing.
Just defending himself.
Exactly, self-defense.
So, in the end, a little bit about your summer plans. So, what kind of plans do you have for the summer? Will we see you guys here in Finland?
This summer? Now, I think the last thing we're doing is in June, is it May and June? And then we're doing South America, like June, July, late June and July. I think that's the last. I'm pretty sure that's the last thing we have, you know, lined up for this album.
Okay.
Yeah, we usually have toured a little bit more for you know, past records, but
now you have already so many
but I mean,
ideas in your heads that
I think that, you know, everybody wants to get back in and get another album out, and, you know, some guys have some other things to take care of, so we'll cut it a little bit short. But yeah, I mean, we've done 2. You know, after this tour, we'll have been to Europe twice. You know what I mean? We covered a lot of ground on this tour as far as places we went to.
Okay. So thank you very much for the interview, and good luck for tonight's show as well as for the whole European tour. Anything you want to say as a closer to your Finnish fans? You can hold the mic.
Thanks for the support, and stay metal for the Horde.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.